Hello everybody and welcome back to Atelier Ryza 3 with me, Darkmaster, for Darkmaster Series Gaming. In the last episode we were continuing with the story and making our way towards the unveiling of the Dragon's Passage. Now we had some access to the ruins, which we had to take the long way around because the gate was not open. And we could not go any further because of a device called the clairvoyancy, and we had to make a device in order to disrupt it from detecting us, so that the mayor didn't know that we were trespassing on the ruins. So anyway, we're going to continue from that point now, so let's get going. We also needed to make some more secret keys, so we're going to quickly do that now. Some pristine keys, that is. So let us go for... Right, quality is going to be... Let's get some amber crystals going. Quality has to be 100. Do you have any stones that will give us a +3? No, it doesn't look like we do. Oh, we'll get some of those in. That's ultra purity. We'll leave that because we could need that later on. Quantity. Sure, I saw 3 up here somewhere. There we go, it was an old magic tome. We'll go for that. Don't need any traits on them though, do we? Let's just start the synthesis there. Right, doesn't matter what we've got there. Next thing is, can we duplicate them? I don't think we can we? We can't. So we have to keep... Oh, we can eat more food at a time now. So let's feed him with a couple of things. We'll go for that. Well, we'll go for one of those as well then. Right, where are we going? Oh, we've got some character quests. We have to go back to the chief's manor at night.
賢者屋敷の裏に向かうなら夜のうちにと言っていたな。
See this design all over the village, but it looks like it was made a long time ago. It was already here in my earliest memories, so it's at least that old. No way more than that, much older. We're talking a few centuries at least. Don't know anything about that far back. I'm getting curious about this village though. I'd like to know more about history too. Will anything tell us about the village's history? Had a feeling you might start talking about that, Tao. You really do love your history. You asked me to show you here, so I did, but I'm not too interested in this stuff. So, history, was it? I don't really get it, but what tells you more about this stuff? Well, text would be ideal, writing about what happened in the past. Don't think this village has anything like that. I see. So how do you tell later generations about the past? Stories and stuff about the olden days, I guess. They're pretty good listening. Oral tradition then. Kirken Island had its folk songs too. I guess this is similar. The capital did too. There's always some oral tradition whether anybody bothers to write it down or not. This is all pretty complicated. I don't get it at all. The village of Four. I don't think there'd be a village out here that's as much in the middle of nowhere as ours. They say there's always a bigger fish, but being the smallest not easy either. Our village is careful not to attract visitors, no wonder it's remote. I've travelled around a bunch, and it turns out there are more tiny villages than you'd think. Were there any smaller than ours? Yeah, and I don't mean some hermit family hiding from people, an actual working village, but also more remote than ours. I thought Kirken Island was the middle of nowhere, but I came back and thought, hey, not half bad. Well, if you say so, doesn't feel right though. Oh yeah, and this might be my bias, but it seems like they've got a lot of bigoted, small-minded people. You know, kinda harsh towards outsiders, staring a lot. I think that's just you looking shady, Lend. Let's see, oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Fell off. Now let's get some more fish. See if this quest's going to be any good for us. We don't want to trade any lumber. Said the back right, didn't they?
フォーレの里を見ていると、ラーゼンボーデンの古老の顔が思い浮かぶな。まあ、気持ちはわかるぜ。田舎はどこもこんなもんだったりするのか？
ワクワクするよね。やりましたね。懐かしい。
Something feels nostalgic. Leela, are you here too? Emple? Hey, this is at least supposed to be an incognito meeting. Don't be so loud. Sorry, it's just because it's been a while. Indeed, I believe it has been about a year, though we each cannot show our faces. Huh? You both seem totally fine. We heard you got captured. We were worried. Are you hurt or sick? Of course not. He has me. Fair point. Well, just like old times. There's just so much stuff I want to tell you about. You can't get out of there. Shall I get you out right now? My god, this is why I told Diane to behave and stay put. We have our own arrangements. We'll leave when we want to leave, don't worry. You mean you're being captured on purpose? Something like that. For the time being, you all continue the searching. We will keep providing information. This really reminds me of old times. We'll press on with investigating the ruins. We might be able to get to the deeper parts where you two couldn't investigate. That area is primeval. Even we have not been able to search much around that area. Be cautious. You think there's a gate to the underworld after all? That's my diagnosis, though I don't know if the dragon storm is indicating the invasion. Hey Patty, what's the invasion? That appears in stories so often. Apparently it's a phenomenon where an army of enemies of Felucia appear from the gate to Underworld and absolutely wreck the land. I also haven't seen it with my own eyes, so I don't know how terrible it really is. So you figured that invasion is called the Dragon Storm in the village, huh? Lent, Tau, this map will be of no use to us. Do your best to go forward, feeling the terrain with your own eyes and feet. You are all familiar with their traces. I'm certain you can follow them to reach the gate. Geez, you're really putting a lot of responsibility on our shoulders. We will need a little more time. I shall leave things in your hands for a while. Yeah. So we have to go to the clairvoyance at the ruins. So we'll head up there now. Dark Star Key.
鈴の力試してみよう。どうですか？問題なさそうですか？
See what our new equipment's like.
強敵のようだが勝てないわけじゃないな。一丁やってやろうぜ。任せてよ、ライザー。おっと、おっと。行くぞ。けいから。こいつでいくぞ。だいぶ弱ってるみたいだ。俺に任せてあげ。鍵が来てくれるんだ。それ。やっ。 守りが解けたか。攻撃だけの攻撃を仕掛けるぞ。すごいですよ、レッドさん。せーの、こんな技も使えるんだ。僕がワイヤーで決める。ライザー、お願いするね。私が行くよ、タワー。それ。よいしょ。こけない。糸で決める。とどめだ。めちゃなさい。遠慮はいらないよ。こんなもんだな。まだまだ強くなれそうだね。強くなれたみたいだ。まだまだ戦えるぜ。
Alright, I'm gonna try it. Oh. Did it stop?
うまくいったみたいですね。
Seems like it worked.
よしよし。
Good, good. My idea wasn't wrong.
今の私なら。
Now I could try that door.
ごめん。
Sorry, there's something I want to try before going deeper.
試したいことですか。
Something you want to try?
前に開かなかった
That door that didn't open before. I feel like I can open it now.
あそこが開けば
If that door opens, it'll be easy to go back and forth between here and the village. Let's go.
試しに表側まで回ってみよう。
お、素材？
この辺りって興味の湧くものがたくさんあるから見てると時間が足りないよ。集めておこう。
Right, this is also powered by seeds of light, like the device.
だとすると
If so, I can gather power from the surroundings. And hey presto.
よし。
Alright, perfect. But what did you do?
周囲の力を
Gathered power from the surroundings and turned it into a key.
動力が光
Now that I know it's powered by seeds of light, everything seems to have worked.
おお、
Wow,
さすがだぜ。
I'm impressed.
それにしても
Doesn't it seem like the opening mechanism is quite different from those of the previous ancient ruins?
オート近くのや
The
つ
ones
ね
near the capital, yeah, those were more like precision mechanisms that were designed to work exactly as intended.
その言い方だと
From what you're saying, I gather the one here is different.
ね
Let's see. So it's not that the mechanism was different, just needs to be powered.
その動力
I
を
forcibly collected it from the seeds of light buried in the surrounding area.
相変わら
As
ず
always, you say such incredible things as if they were nothing.
いちいち驚
Being
いてたら
shocked all
疲
the
れるだ
time
け
is
だ
only
ぞ
going to make you tired. Just get used to Ryza being Ryza already.
よし
Alright, now the real investigation begins.
待ってました。
Finally.
ひとまず全
For
体像を把
starters,
握するため
let's
に
walk around to
歩き
get a
回って
bigger
みよう。
picture of things,
それで
and then we'll have a better idea of where we should be focusing our investigation.
生き生きしだしたな。
He's starting to liven up.
タオさんは
Mr. Tao is always like this when we visit ruins.
まずは歩き回ってみようか。
ここに何があるのか把握しておきたいね。
会場成功ですね。
とりあえず集めておくか。
どんな素材も無駄にならないからね。ライザさんって健脚ですよね。そうかな。
子供の頃から走り回ってるからだろうね。
あさあ集めちゃいましょうね。
Just want to check we haven't missed anything by not going all the way around. Right, so there's a place where this drops. Oh. We can't jump over though. I think that's it for this place.
Ryza なら有効活用してくれるよね。
この辺りいいものが手に入りそうな予感がします。いいもの手に入るかな。
蚊が鋭いものもあります。指を切らないように気をつけましょう。
That's a big wall. Why such a strong wall in this section only? Is this place really important? That could be the case. It seems to have been treated with special care. So you think that maybe it's not all wrecked like the outside wall? Maybe so. Let's look along the wall.
厳重に封鎖されて。
Meteor key.
この感じだと遺跡の最重要拠点だろうな。
Well, let's have a look for the character quest
さて
over here.
どこで使えるんだか。
We've had lots of chances to see ruins of the Clint Kingdom and from the Age of God too. I guess it's obvious, but when you change place, you get all kinds of ruins from lots of different eras.
そうだね。
Yeah, that does make sense.
僕も
Didn't know things like that existed from my little bit of reading, but I haven't had many chances to look from up close. I can't help being excited.
タオ君。
You really do love your ruins, Tao.
私はどれも同じ
It all looks the same to me. I don't see why you would get so excited.
それはしょ
Well,
うが
that's
ないよ。
just how it is. These things depend on the person. I mean, for example, I wouldn't get what all the fuss is about when girls get excited over clothing designs in the capital. Oh, I see what happened. So that's what Patty was so excited over.
え、いや違うよ。
No, not that. Patty's not the type for that.
そういう
I
話を
just
してい
meant
る
a
人
lot of
たちが
people were
多い
talking
って
about
だ
that.
けで。
Bad example. I'm kidding, Tao.
そうそう。
Yeah, I was just surprised hearing you talk about fashion and stuff.
もう
You two have to stop teasing me so much.
よっ。 とりゃ
毒のある植物は避けて慎重にな。
鍵を準備しておいてよかったですね。
This tower is the same one we saw from far away, isn't it?
近くで見ると
Feels even bigger from
なお
up
さら大き
close.
く感じます。
This space feels downright suspicious, doesn't it? The writing on the plaque says Central Blockade Area. The central part is clear at least.
封鎖
A blockade is sealing what you call the gate. Judging by our findings so far, yes. I've seen a similar formation in another ruin. I might be able to open it like I did earlier. When it comes to this, we should probably be cautious.
封鎖されて
If
い
it's
るという
blockaded,
ことは
there must be a good reason for it.
先に周りを調べよう。この扉の先は最後にした方が良さそうだな。
見つけた。
神代の文字だ。
Writing from the age of God. Supplies, big, make, place, collectively. I'd say they mean a production plant.
もしかして
Do you think this could be a place where seeds of light are made? Making seeds of light? Telling you, quit being shocked all the time. Hey, Ryza, be careful when you go in, yeah?
分かってる。
Got it, Tao.
一緒に
Come with me.
はいはい。
Alright, alright.
私も行きます。
I'll go too.
ずいぶん静かだな。
It's awfully quiet.
今度こそ
Maybe this time we'll find some treasure. Wait, this is... This was supposed to be a production plant, right?
工場は隣にあって
Maybe it's a mistake and the plant is next door and this building is something like a warehouse.
外も確
I
認
checked
したけど
outside, but I didn't see any building that fits that bill.
でもそれじゃ
Then what is this place?
この辺りに門
It'd
が
be
ある
strange if there were a gate around here. Yes, there are no signs of the Felucia's characteristic progress, ignoring the features of the land and destroying everything in their way.
大侵攻で
If it was destroyed by an invasion, the traces of it would be so terrible that even I would know, right?
言い方は変だけど
Sounds strange to say, but the way that it's been destroyed is too ordinary. It's been degraded over time, crumbled by the wind and rain. The villagers said the most recent dragon storm was a little over 100 years ago, and that the village suffered damage.
その時期に
But there is no trace anywhere of Felucia overflowing at that time. That, or there's no gate in the first place.
だとすれば
If that's the case, maybe there was a conflict between humans.
この都市は戦
You mean this city experienced a war and was abandoned?
痕跡だけを見
At
れば
least when judging by the traces, if nothing else, the Felucia had nothing to do with it.
竜の嵐が
I wonder if that means the story of the Dragonstorm signifying an invasion was
間違って
wrong.
たってことなのかな。
ここの生産設備
Possible the production equipment that was here was taken.
強
Well, that was very sneaky.
援護は任せた。
お願いできる？
ちょうど弱ってるみたいだ。こいつから鍵が作れるんじゃない？俺に任せとけ。期待してるぜ。はっ。切れ。せい。どうだ。糸で決める。闇の刃よ。早崎は自信があるんだ。守りが解けたか。攻撃だけの技だ。攻撃を仕掛けるぞ。
レントさん、相変わらず頼りになりますね。
糸で決める。とどめだ。ライザー、お願いするね。おい、やばい雰囲気だぞ。避けられるか。
今なら鍵が作れる。
とどめだ。力を。
冷たいよ。
やべえ、みんな気をつけろ。とんでもねえ攻撃が来るぞ。まだまだ。とどめだ。生きれるか。ライザー、頼んだ。
私たちの勝ちだね。
よーし、まだまだ強くなれるぜ。
強くなっちゃったみたい。
お前らに追いつかねえとな。
歯ごたえないな。
Not a single hole or crack. Did they give everything to defending this place? Mr. Tao, what is it? Thought this was an ordinary rock, but actually it's part of an engraved stone tablet. What is written on it? Retreat to the fortress. Retreat to the fortress? Where have I heard that? Oh, Tao. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. But what do you mean? Help me understand. When we came here before, we learned something similar. Suggests that the base sustained serious damage and the people had to flee west. Apparently the people of the time made a formidable fortress to store weapons. Initially it was meant to store precious goods, but at some point its purpose changed. If we put the pieces together, the fortress to the west could have been used as an emergency shelter. There are traces of people having been here, though they have deteriorated quite a lot with time. So not exactly an untouched mountain of treasure. What is it, Diane? I just thought it was kind of weird. Weird? There's not one seed of light on the ground here. In the Garden of Light, they would be all over the place. Now that you mention it, you make a good point. It doesn't make sense that they've all been harvested, does it? Nobody has been in here. Would make sense for there to be more seeds. Falling only in the Garden of Light, huh? I wonder if there's a reason for that.
残すはあの扉だけか。もう一度行ってみよう。
見つけた。何が入ってるかな。
工芸に使える素材はありませんか？
なかなかいい大きさじゃないか。
とりゃ
Well, looks like we're going back to the centre point. We've looked around pretty much everywhere by now. All that's left is what's past here. Guess we've got to go. Wait, I hear something. From above. Oh, looks like a dragon. Is it? Oh boy, this isn't going to go down peacefully. Everyone prepare yourselves. Here it comes.
でおしまい。
いやこいつでどうだ。
タオお願いできる？
任せてよライザー。どうだ終わりだ。期待してるぜ。頼む
手直さないと。
ついてこれる。終わりだ。これを使おう。にゃっくらえ。2頭で決める。こいつでどうだ。ライザーお願いしますね。任せろライザー。出るよ。
どれにしようかな。
Right.
いっけ
すまん助かったライザー。
ー。これでだ。
攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ。それ
これでおしまい。
とどめだ。
死んじゃったかい。
とどめだ。決める。
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。
ライザー助かった。行くぞ。はいくらえこれでどうや。生きれるか。こいつでどうだ。行くぞ。
そりゃ
ガラ来た。
まだまだまだ。
どうや。
こんな冷たいの
こいつでどうだ。
どうしよう、このままじゃ。
くらい。まだまだ。こいつでどうだ。ライザー頼んだ。
今なら鍵が作れるかも。
行くぜ。どうだ。問題ないぞ。とどめだ。行くぜ。出るよ。攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ。
使うのはいっちゃって。
ありがとうクラウディア。
行くぜ。
みんな頑張って。使うのはいっちゃって。
助かったぜクラウディア。どうだこれで食いしばんな。糸で決める。とどめだ。
当てるよ。この位置なら
ガラ来た。くらい。糸で決める。
風が出る。
行くぞ。
ライザーお願い。
ガラ来た。
任せてクラウ
糸
ディ
で決める。
ア。いっけー。よし今ならいけそう。
すげえな。これも経験の差か。ガラ来た。まだまだ。終わりだ。
それこれでおしまい。ことだ。
まだまだ。
始めるよ。
こいつでどうだ。
せーの。
狙ってます。
心配せず
皆さんついてください。
いやクレスマンだ。これでもう一丁。
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。
すまん助かったライザー。せいやっ。
始めるよ。さあ鍵の出番よ。お願い成功して。よ どれにしようかな。
どりゃ終わりだ。
遠慮はいらないよ。
ライザ頼んだ。
ちょいなさい。これで
どりゃ
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。よし、今ならいけそう。
やったなライザせいやまだまだこれで
みんな頑張って。
はっせどうだまだまだ
そりゃ冷たいのもいいかな。熱いのをあげる。
よしか
体勢を立て直さないと。お願い。
ライザ私に任せて。
おう分かったぜクラウディアどりゃしまんなもういっちゃ終わりだ
手が一緒なら。
クラウディアならこっちからだ平気か
使うのはこれに決めた。発動。
助かったぜクラウディア
これで
攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ
ライザお願い。
クラウディア始めるよ。いっ
ライザ助かったせっくらいまだまだどうだこいつでどうだ
けーの。これでおしまい。冷たいのもいいかな。熱いのをあげる。
どりゃもう一丁終わりだ発動する行くぞ
よいしょ。
こいつはきついぜ
でおしまい。こんな冷たいの。
それに耐えられるかどうしよう生きれるかどうだどりゃどうだライザこいつでどうだ
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。よし、今ならいけそう。それ
やったなライザお前らにもお裾分けだ
かな。はっ、もう一発。いいか
いやまだまだ
な。
もう一丁
There we go, we've done it. Bit of a hard fight. I think we definitely need better weapons though. Now we do anyway.
みんななんともない
Is
か
everyone alright? Yes, I'm alright. What was that? Maybe when I used the surrounding power to try and make the key, something weird got activated.
びっくりし
I
ま
was
した。
so surprised.
やっぱり
It's good that we were being cautious.
でもどうする。
But what shall we do? Do we try to open the door again? No, let's ask them for advice about how to proceed. When you say them, don't tell me.
そろそろ出て
I
き
think it's about time for Empel and Leela to appear. We'll talk to them and decide on all possible measures we can take to investigate the inside.
一度拠点に戻って方針を固めよう。
It's the Nemed Atelier we need to go to now. Right. Oh, so we got this from... shit, so let's... Oh.
学園で学びはしたが、想像以上に偏僻な場所だな。
What's this guy want? Oh, we found it. That was his treasure, wasn't it? That was fast. You're all so amazing. So I guess you found it all then. Are you practicing the lance like I taught you? Yeah, of course I am. I'll become a gleaner one day, just like you. So then, do you think you could practice a whole bunch while I'm gone? I want to see how strong you've gotten by the time I get back. Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to practice all day. Alright, well then, I'm off. Diane. Take care. You're really good around children. This always happens when I'm in the village. Anyway, let's go. You're talking about having Empel and Leela appear, but how? Are you going to try asking them directly? You said we think of a way, but we'll be in trouble if things stayed the way they are. About that, I'm thinking about taking a gift to the chief. A gift? A way to make the seeds of light, the sources of power, last longer. There's a way to do that? Yeah, I didn't know how to make them from scratch, but I think I understand what they are. For real, just what are those seeds of light? I think they're a source of power for the weapons used by the people who fought in that ruin, a type of explosive. A source of power for weapons? Lent, you said that a long time ago there might have been a huge war in those ruins, right? Yeah, probably. And the seeds of light were only on the ground in the Garden of Light, right? Yeah, there were none on the inside of the Clairvoyance. Don't you think that's because the war took place in the Outer Zone? I see, so if they're a source of power for weapons, would explain why they're only in the Outer Zone, where the battle took place. That does make sense. One last thing, I don't know if they were making seeds of light in that production plant at the ruin. Everything was completely gone, like maybe someone took them. Yes, meaning if you take all the seeds of light from the periphery, there will be no more seeds. There's no way to create seeds of light from scratch. Doesn't that mean devices can't be made anymore? It's not that simple. I'm guessing there's still a fair amount left, but I guess there will be a problem if there are no more seeds to sustain the village. Bit of a stutter there. And that's where I come in and tell them how to make the seeds last longer. Well, we'll find out that we went to the depths of the ruins anyway, so this should serve as an apology. You've become rather cunning, haven't you? Can't you use the term worldly? Sure, that works. Let's use that as a terms of exchange to set the two of them free. Wow. Seeds of Light X recipe. Learned how to make Seeds of Light X.
さてと何をしよう。さてと何をしよう。さあ召し上が
Pony changed his appearance. This is Green
冒
Pony.
険
Have fun out there. Right, let's prepare seeds of light.
何作ろうかな。入れる場所は
What do I need?
何入れようかな。材料
Got an ancient branch.
考えすぎか。何入れようかな。入れる場所はどれにしようかな。入れる場所は何作ろうかな。
We don't have any seeds of light, unfortunately. So
住ん
let's
でる人が少ない
pop
と
out.
困ることもあるけど、気楽でいいっていう面もあるよね。
オートはとにかく人が多いので、私もたまにこういうところに行きたくなります。なるほど。
Let's go for the lessons of the
案内が
ruins.
必要ならいつでも言ってくれよ。面白いとこたくさん知ってるからな。
Yeah, this place certainly has sustained less damage from than the other ones. Still, it's clear that something terrible happened. Yeah, I would commend them on making it this far. Actually, wasn't Kirkin Island also used as an emergency shelter from the Felucia? Hey, you're right. So the fires of conflict burn bright no matter the age or form. That makes things feel heavy all of a sudden. The past is full of tragedies, but hopefully we can learn from them. We who live in the current age can learn from the events of the past. This is why we search ruins to uncover the past, that we may never repeat the same history. But it's not always so simple, is it? Let's take a look at our skill tree. We should be able to uncover some more now. So link morph, item rebuilding. Well, that's what we want next. $1,000 and 2,500. Boosting an item that has already been synthesized by adding more ingredients to it is called item rebuilding. Item rebuilding requires gems. The amount of gems required depends on the ingredients used. To do item rebuilding, access the cauldron in the Atelier. Alternately, press R2 on the synthesis screen to toggle to the item rebuilding screen. Cool. So we're going over here now.
石は様々な用途に使えます。集めておきましょう。
ワクワクするよね。
何度経験してもワクワクするね。
とりゃ
あいつが気配の正体か。腕試しにはもってこいだな。あの魔物か。
みんな敵よ。
Let's get
どうして
these.
戦うなんてちょっと
終わりだ。ライザの錬金術期待してるぜ。
お願いできる？
任せてよライザ。うわうわうわ。自信があるんだ。任せた。期待してるぜタオ。期待してるぜタオ。
みんな気をつけて。
どうだ。伊藤で決める。マイヤさんには自信があるんだ。よし吹き倒すな。タオよくやった。下だけない。食いつめるか。とどめだ。いけ行くぞライザ。お願いするね。
作れるかも。
攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ。
この感じ気をつけて。嫌な予感がします。
大盤振る舞いよ。
ライザ助かった。よしこっちは倒したぞ。行くぜボス。まだまだ本当に冒険初めてなのか。すごくいい動きだぞ。
そりゃ
2頭で決める。
気合い熱いのをあげる。
いやまだまだ。下だこいつで
今の
どうだ。
鍵が作れるかも。
思ったより手強いんだ。どうだ。まだまだ。
でおしまい。
どうだ。こっちだ。こいつでどうだ。
燃えちゃいなさい。
行くぜくらい首絞まんな。もう一丁。終わりだ。
始めるよ。いっけ
すまん助かったライザ。
ー。立て直さないと。
2頭で決める。
かな。いっけ
これで
今なら鍵が作れるかも。
2頭で決める。
かな。
行くぞくらえ。
下だ。
見切れるか。
昔よ。
なんだまずいな。どうにかしなくちゃ。
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。
すまん助かったライザ。ガガキだ。見切れるか。
かな。
ライザ
せーの。
ここは任せる。これで
やり方。
見切れるか。
見えちゃいなさい。
攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ。
どれにしようかな。大盤振る舞いよ。
すまん助かったライザ。ガラキだ。はあ2頭で決める。
みんな頑張って。
かな。よいしょ。
下だこっちだ。
今のやり方。
輪を切る。
それ。さあお願いできる？
任せてよ イザー。しぶとい。行くぞ。速さには自信があるんだ。クラウディア、援護は任せた。行くぞ。
私が援護するよ。
終わらせる。速さには自信があるんだ。僕が行く。期待してるぜ。こんな技も使えるんだ。ライザー、お願いするね。
鍵が作れるかも。せーの。
生きれるか。
高いよ。詰めちゃいなさい。それ。
よし、こっちは倒したぞ。
やりますね、ボスさん。
なんだと。
もう一発。冷たいのもいいかな。詰めちゃいなさい。
心配せず俺に任せろ。
鍵が作れるかも。
これで
どれにしようかな。大盤振る舞いよ。よし、一匹やっつけた。
ライザー、
さすがですね、
ここは
ライザさん。
任せる。行くぞ。下れ。ガラスだ。こっちだ。貴様を切る。
今ので鍵が作れるかも。
ガラスだ。こっちだ。
立つよ。
貴様を切る。
詰めちゃうなさい。
嫌な予感がします。
攻撃だけの技だと思うなよ。
始めるよ。大盤振る舞いよ。
Oh, that was a hard battle.
よーし、まだまだ強くなれるぜ。
強くなっちゃ
お前らに
ったみたい。
追いつかねえとな。相当完了。どうだ。
We're in the wrong place. Oh, we found seeds of light. Right. We'll go and make these, and then we're going to leave it at that for the episode.
困っているみたいです。手伝ってあげませんか？
何作ろうかな。材料はどこに入れよう。何入れようかな。材料はいい感じじゃない？よーし、行け！できた。
I did it. This should work. So these are the improved seeds of light. Yep, their power lasts much longer than before, and they won't break from a small impact. In just a moment, you did what the chief couldn't do for years. Wow, that's amazing, Sis. Sis, you've opened the unopenable castle gates, surpassed the chief's clairvoyance, improved the seeds of light. You've come up with things I never even thought of. You've solved problems I'd written off as unsolvable. You're really cool, Sis. I could get used to this. Sorry to bother you when you're so pleased with yourself, but we gotta move on to the hard part now. I know, I'm on it. Now, let's go see the chief. Now I keep forgetting that we can put a resurrection item on one of our party members, and I think we should put it on to Claudia. She's our backup character. Maybe just take that bomb off and put this here, and put the nectar on. There we go. Then she can bring people back to life when we need it. We need to go at the Chief's Manor, but we're going to do that later. Let's see. Oh, we only need a little bit more for rebuild level 2. We're going to save it now though. It's going to be a short episode. Haven't got much time today, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Atelier Ryza 3. It's very appreciative, and give me a like and a sub if you've enjoyed the content. We have managed to make it into the ruins, and we were confronted by, I'm guessing it was like a dragon of some sort, and we kind of had a bit of a slog with this dragon, but we managed to defeat it. It just took us a little bit of time, and then we have made the improved Seeds of Light for the mare, hopefully going to put a stop to their dependence on finding Seeds of Light all of the time. It seems though they're becoming more scarce as time goes on. So anyway, thank you again. Give me a like and a sub, and until next time when we will continue the main story, that's it from me, and I will see you on the flip side.